Hello to you once again. It's good to be back with you once again in this battle for correction and redirection. If you like what I'm doing, why don't you go ahead and give me a thumbs up? If you really dig what I'm doing, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? It won't cost you a single dime. And while you're at it, why don't you go ahead and hit that notification bell? That way you're notified each and every time I drop new content. Well, it's a beautiful, sunny, blistering cold, snowy day here in the nation's capital. Well, the snow fell last night just to give us a little more coverage from what we had from last week. But guess what? It's very cold. Well, today, I'm not going to keep you that long. Today, I want to talk about this great country of ours, the United States of America. Now, what I'm talking about today is correcting and redirecting your thinking to become as successful as you possibly can be. Now, this country of ours, there's a reason why so many other people from other countries want to come to the United States of America. The opportunities here in this country are vast. There are plenty of opportunities to become successful. But for some strange reason, it seems there are too many Americans who feel that these opportunities are only for those from other countries. Now, I've heard everything like, hey, the tax incentive that those people get helps give them one step ahead. Well, hey, let's take a good look at what we get here in America. It's one country where education is free to all of our citizens. Now, it might not have the most advanced technology, might not have the most enthused instructors, but the books are the same. In the best private schools and some of the lower performing public schools, the books that we learn from are the same. So, hey, we can't really blame that educational system. Now, we all know that higher education here in America has become ridiculously hard for a lot of people to actually grasp hold of. That price for that education is actually going above and beyond the reality of so many others. But like a great president once said, you think the price of education is high now, wait till you see the price of ignorance. Now, as an African American, black person, a person of color, whichever way you want to actually describe me, I'm fine with it because it doesn't really matter to me. Hey, I know who I am. But as an individual who belongs to this racial ethnic makeup, I can say that my people have heard this phrase throughout the centuries. Hey, you got to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. You can't complain. Pull yourself up by your own bootstraps and make it happen for you. Now, if this has been told to African Americans throughout the centuries, and a lot of African Americans have done exactly that, why is it so many other segments of society feel that it's impossible for them to do that? Well, the truth of the matter is, we know that's all about entitlement. There are so many people who come to this country who grew up sleeping on dirt floors, who actually were able to get their hands on books and put forth the effort to learn every single thing in those books for themselves. And they were actually able to put in the work to become a highly wanted commodity by companies right here in this country. Now, I know in America, we're used to a lot of things being given to us. Hey, a lot of great people from the past paved the way for that. And a lot of people today are actually giving their all in all to make sure that they're actually one of the highest commodities for anybody, any company, any corporation in this country right here. Now, I know there's this big battle regarding people want to bring individuals from other country in, as they say, to, as other people say, to take American jobs. And I know there's this great cry where people saying, hey, we have plenty of Americans right here who can perform these jobs. And guess what? I know that is fact, no matter how you look at it. There are plenty of smart, very highly intelligent, brilliant Americans right here in this country who can perform those jobs. The difference is the Americans will fight for their worth. Now, some may look at it one way, some may look at it another way. But hey, to each his own. But what I want to say to you is take advantage. Take advantage of every single thing that this country has to offer. If you want to go to college but you can't afford it, hey, there's nothing wrong with doing your 3 or 4 years in the United States military and letting the military pay for your education. Trust me, a lot of us had to do that. And guess what? It was one of the best moves that a lot of individuals made, because not only did we learn a skill that would be highly sought after by corporations, or that we could actually use to become the best entrepreneurs that we could, but we also were able to get Uncle Sam to pay for our education. So there are plenty of opportunities in this country for each and every one of you to excel. So don't sit around and complain and be mad. Do your best to take advantage of all those opportunities. If you don't, you're only failing yourself. Well, I see you made a little simple move to try to protect that pond. Well, like I say, you got to learn to protect the bigger things in life. Don't get tied up with so much of the little things. Let's see how you like that.